this week we're getting into an interesting concept, but it's one that underpins all of statistics, and it's this concept of randomness. So I want to start off by asking you to choose a number randomly from 1 to 20. Go. Okay. Now, if you are like many people, you chose either 7 or 17. Let me show you a chart here. So you can see here the dark blue are what the number in a fairly large, several hundred people that were asked. These are the numbers they chose. 17 way up here. 7 had a nice spike too. The point here being that humans are not very good at intuitively understanding what randomness is. And that's a concept we're going to get into a bit this week. The other thing I want to point out, though, if you look at the light green here, this is what a computer-generated random number between 1 and 20 looked like for the same sample size, I believe. Yeah, same sample size. Now, theoretically, we would expect each of these numbers, 1 through 20, to be chosen about 5% of the time, right? There's 20 numbers. If we're really thinking randomly, there's no reason that one is more likely of being chosen than any other. But even the computer didn't quite get it right. So if you look at the light green ones here, they're not all right on the line. We're maybe number 10 only got chosen about 3% of the time, whereas 19 got chosen a bit more. So what's going on here? We're not too surprised that humans don't have a good sense of randomness, but why wouldn't computers? Well, there's a couple different answers. One is computers tend to use a pseudo-random generator instead of a true random generator, and we're going to have a reading on that this week. But that's really not what's going on here. That's a very minor difference, and that's not why, even if we used a true random generator, we would get something that looked like these light green histogram results here. So what's going on with that? Well, in the short run, random is much crazier than what we expect. So things, I don't want to get into too much because you're going to have an activity related to this, but things get pretty wild in the short run when we depend on randomness. In the long run, however, the reason why randomness is so valuable is it's very predictable, incredibly predictable. And we're going to take a look at that also this week. So, main concepts here. Human concept of randomness is very poor. Also, in the short run, random is much crazier than what we expect it to be. In the long run, random is very predictable. And I want to collect a little data here. So just to get a sense of who is watching the videos all the way through, if you've seen the video to this point, please email me with the subject line just saying camel, and I'll see your name, who it's coming from. Don't tell anyone else in the class about this. I just want to get a sense of, get some data on who is watching these videos. So if you did watch it to this point, send me an email right now with the subject camel. You don't even need to write anything in the body of the email. Okay? Enjoy week 6.